I stayed at the ATN Hotel recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at Hotel Fontaine de Luxembourg, the check-in process was super smooth. The staff greeted us warmly, and even though we got there a bit early, they took a moment to check if our room was ready. The vibe was friendly and chill, making us feel right at home as we settled into our Parisian adventure. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room at ATN Hotel was pretty cozy and had a modern vibe that I really appreciated. I loved the soundproof windows, which kept the street noise at bay, and the air conditioning was a lifesaver after walking around Paris all day. The bathroom had a nice shower, though it was a bit cramped, but hey, it got the job done. Location and surroundings. The location of ATN Hotel is absolutely fantastic. It's just a quick 2-minute stroll to the Saint-Lazare Metro and RER station, which made hopping around the city super easy. Plus, I loved being within walking distance of iconic spots like the Opera Garnier and the famous Galeries Lafayette. There are also plenty of charming cafes and restaurants nearby, making it a perfect base for exploring Paris. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food, I have to say the breakfast at the ATN Hotel was a highlight of my stay. Every morning, I found myself in the charming arched breakfast room where a buffet spread awaited me, showcasing a variety of fresh, local ingredients. It was a solid mix of options, enough to fuel my days of exploring Paris. I loved that I could grab a croissant or two, some fruit, and a nice cup of coffee to start my day right. While it might have felt a bit repetitive after a few days, it was still a great way to kick off my mornings before heading out into the city. Plus, the staff were super friendly, making the whole experience feel warm and inviting. Overall, a delightful way to fuel up for a day of adventure. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like finding a cozy nook in the bustling heart of Paris. The location is spot on, just a short stroll from the Saint-Lazare station, making it super easy to hop on the metro and explore the city. My room was stylish and surprisingly comfortable, with a nice little minibar and a flat-screen TV to unwind after a day of sightseeing. The soundproof windows were a lifesaver. Despite being in a lively area, I enjoyed some peaceful nights. The breakfast spread was decent, featuring fresh local ingredients, which is always a plus. I loved hanging out in the lounge bar, a perfect spot to kick back with a drink. The staff were friendly and helpful, always ready with tips on where to go and what to see. Sure, the elevator felt a bit cramped, and the bathroom could have used a little more space, but honestly, it didn't take away from my overall experience. If you're looking for a balance of comfort and convenience at a good price, this place definitely ticks all the boxes. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Amazing location. Seriously, it's just a short walk to the Saint-Lazare station and so close to the Opera Garnier. Perfect for exploring Paris. Comfortable rooms. The beds were super comfy and the rooms had a nice vibe. I loved having a mini fridge and kettle too. Friendly staff. The staff were really welcoming and helpful. They made my stay feel extra special. Pet friendly. I brought my dog along and it was awesome that pets are allowed for free. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. Small elevator. The elevator felt pretty cramped, especially when you had luggage. It was a bit claustrophobic at times. My overall rating for this hotel would be 8.3. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, I totally would. The ATN Hotel is perfectly located for exploring Paris, and despite a few quirks like the small elevator and sometimes noisy rooms, the comfy beds and friendly staff really made my stay enjoyable. Plus, being just a short walk from the metro and some amazing spots like the Opera Garnier, can't beat that. Thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description, so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.